Hi everybody, my name is Sarah Trommer, and today we are going to be learning Wagon Wheel by Darius Rucker. Let's get into it. This is my all-time favorite Darius Rucker song, and it's a pretty easy song to play too. This song, we only have to use 4 chords in it. So we're going to be using our G chord, our D chord, our E minor chord, and our C chord. Let's go over all 4 of those chords to make sure we are playing them exactly the right way. First up is our G chord. For G, we're going to be using all 4 of our fingers. So we want to start off with our pointer finger and put it on string number 5 in our 2nd fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to add our middle finger onto string number 6, the very top string, over in our 3rd fret. Then we're going to take our next finger, our ring finger, and stretch it all the way down to string number 2, still in that same 3rd fret. And then finally, we'll add our pinky to the very bottom string, string number 1, again, still in our 3rd fret. Next up, we have our D chord. D only uses 3 fingers, a little bit easier. So we want to start off with our pointer finger and place it on string number 3 in our 2nd fret, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to place our middle finger on the very bottom string, string number 1 in our 3rd fret still. And finally, we'll finish with our ring finger on string number 2, but it needs to be over in our 3rd fret. Next up, we have E minor, our easiest chord in this song, which only uses 2 fingers. So the 2 fingers you want to use are up to you and what's easiest and most comfortable for you. So you can either use your pointer finger and middle finger, or you can use your middle finger and your ring finger. Let's look at it both ways. So for this chord, we need to be on string number 5 and string number 4 in our 2nd fret together. So it would look like this, our pointer finger on 5, and our middle finger on 4. Or it could look like this, our middle finger on string 5 and our ring finger on string 4. And the 4th and final chord in this song is going to be our C chord, which is another one that only uses 3 fingers. So for C, what we want to do is start off with our pointer finger on string number 2 in our 1st fret. We're going to stretch our middle finger up to string number 4 in our 2nd fret. And finally, we'll finish with our ring finger on string number 5 in our 3rd fret. Now that we've got all the chords down, let's look and see the strum pattern that this song follows. This song follows a pretty basic and standard strum pattern with 5 strums in it. So how the pattern goes is down, down, up, up, down. Again, that's down, down, up, down. But how we're doing it, the speed at which we're changing these different strums is really what's going to make it sound good and kind of like the song. So when we're doing this strum pattern, we don't just want to strum straight through it like that. What we want to do is kind of add some little pauses in there. So instead, we want to try it like this. Down, down, up, down. Down, down, up, down. One more time. Down, down, up, down. Go ahead and you try it. All right, now that we've got our chords and our strumming down, let's put it together and see how it sounds in the song. Most songs follow a 4-chord progression, and what that means is it usually follows the same 4 chords in the same order. But sometimes, for example, like what we're going to see in this song, we'll have it where it rotates a little bit. So it will go 4 chords in the first line, 3 chords in the second line, 4 chords in the next line, 3 chords in the next line. And so it's kind of rotating. And so what that means is the lines where there are only 3 chords in it, we still need to strum it out as if there were 4 chords in that line, just like the opposite ones. Let's look and see what I mean by that. So we can see here that the first progression of 4 chords follows G, D, E minor, and then C. But then when we see the next progression of chords, it only has G, D, and C. but we want those two progressions to follow the same amount of beats, the same amount of strums. So this is what we're going to do. For the first progression, we're going to strum it normal. Each chord we're going to strum with that pattern we worked on, down, down, up, down, like this. When we get to our next line where there's only the 3 chords in it, what we want to do is basically play that last chord, the C chord, 2 times through. So we want to just think that that line says G, D, C, C. So we're just going to play C twice like this. Then we'll follow the same pattern we did with the first set of chords again for the next set of chords. Why don't you give it a try? You are doing a great job. So the best part about this song is that it follows the same chord pattern and the same strumming pattern the entire way through. So once we can get that verse down or that chorus down, we really have pretty much the entire song down. So let's try the chorus. Let's look at that part, following the same chords and the same strumming. Awesome job! Another thing that you might notice when you're playing different songs is that when you go to try to sing it, it might be a little bit low for you to sing. And so that is where one of these is going to come in handy. This is something called a capo. And so basically what a capo is going to do is change the key of the song. So if the song is way too low for you, which this song is for me, I could put this capo onto my 3rd fret and it's going to change the key for me and make it a little bit easier for me to sing. Let's try it now the exact same way, but with our capo on our 3rd fret. And then now we're going to act as if this is my 1st fret. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th fret, going up from there. So we're just kind of moving our starting fret up a little bit on our guitar. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind in the rain. Rock me, mama, like the southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. So the best part about a capo is that you can adjust it to how you want to sing it. So you could try it on the 3rd fret, you could try it on the 7th fret, or you could have it not even on your guitar at all. So you can kind of play around with that and figure out which key is best for you to sing and play that song. Thank you so much for joining me and learning how to play Wagon Wheel by Darius Rucker. I am super excited to hear how you sound with it, and let me know if you have any questions at all.